Travelers on the Omnibus occasionally touches on mature subject matter with mature language. As such, the audience discretion is advised. Thought we were going to give you a D&D game. There's a problem. For instance, hello, welcome to Travelers on the Omnibus. My name is James McCarthy.
My name is Ethan Skinner.
My name is Brady Davis, and it seems that due to meddling in forces better left alone, Jody Kite has fallen into a black void of nothingness.
Jody isn't here this week.
Yeah, he's not here this week.
There you go.
We currently have a rescue team out for him.
Yeah.
We haven't heard anything back.
Yeah, they haven't sent us the telegrams yet. I don't know why we're in the 1920s.
We haven't heard the Morse code yet.
This just in, Jody L. Kite not found at his previous residence.
Jody L. Kite has been unstuck in time.
Jody L. Kite believed to be unstuck in time by paranormal forces.
So
we are currently waiting for our excavation team to bring him back.
We're waiting for yesterday for us to find news of his return.
Dr. Telemachus Rade of the Miskatonic University believes that Yoxasoth has nothing to do with it.
Newsflash, an SCP took him.
We're still wondering if Dagon had something to do with it. Who knows?
There you go. No, Jody's under the weather right now, and we do not want to continue our D&D campaign without his wonderful insight.
Toto the Kobold.
Yeah,
and
Jay insisted that we still do an episode. So
there you go. Well, no, once a week. Everybody do it. So this one's going to be a little bit of a micro episode, maybe just about an hour. 3 hours later. No, we're not going to do that to you.
Yeah, how many times have we said, this is just going to be like 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah, in and out. No problem.
Because basically we're just combining the two parts into one part and just basically talk about like the games we've been playing recently and just go a little bit deeper into why we like the games that we like. So it's kind of a little thing there. About maybe like an omnibus first impressions maybe of games we've been playing recently and stuff like that.
We're currently sitting at a red light, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're waiting to pick up Jody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're doing a metaphor.
He's
okay.
at the next best stop, I guess. I don't know.
I thought you.
So the metaphors keep shifting.
I thought you dropped MDMA into my Pepsi. And then
MDMA, you mean?
Censored. Censored.
Censored.
Censored.
Oh.
That was going to be an intro, and I blew that joke on this one. Cut that out for me.
I'll put.
I want to use that
keep
later.
It in. Jay, keep it in.
I will put the weirdest censored yet on that one.
Sure.
That way, because it'll like.
I'll take your word for it. Like I said, I'm never going to listen to this.
Yeah, you don't listen. Like you only listen to Old Boy because you wanted to hear our thoughts on Old Boy again.
Yeah.
It was very good.
And also the episodes that he's not on.
Yeah.
Yes. We also have some special audience members tonight. We have okay, I know you as Annie, but do they call you Anna at the place you work at? Okay, so we have Anna Langford and Angel Rouse, two friends of the show. Go over to Pepe Bosque's when they're working there and give them all your tip money. In fact, give them all of your money. Just do it. Just right now.
Like
just throw wads of cash at them.
No, now it's starting to get weird. This is not Hooters.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind. If you give them the PIN numbers, you can throw your credit cards and debit cards at them.
I don't see them disagreeing. So, yeah, just go with that. There you go, right there.
6832.
Wait, is that your PIN number?
No.
Okay. Quick, Annie, rob him. Oh, God.
Don't write that down. Nobody write that down, God damn it.
The apps.
Shit.
Oh, no. You just got.
It's a good thing that they don't know that the number on the back of it is 635.
Wait.
Shit.
Oh! You are the worst about identity thief subject ever.
I might be the closest person to have their identity stolen in the room, to be quite honest.
That is fair.
Brady,
that is fair.
Welcome to poverty.
What? You say that like I already been here.
I like the way as you said, you already been here. Yeah, that is syntax by poverty right there.
Yeah,
oh
that is
God.
like moved 5 times and all within the state of Mississippi. Voice right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Richton school systems.
Yeah. You were the greatest.
That wasn't even passive
Graduating
aggressive.
class.
That was mellow aggressive.
35 people.
35 people.
35 people.
Yep. I was like number 6. So
There you go.
feel pretty good about myself. Just far
that's
enough back that everybody took the grants in front of me.
Oh, there you go. Would that make you the Sixatorian?
Possibly.
That's how that works?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I was 8. I can't remember exactly. Who the fuck cares?
You were 8 when you graduated
Yeah.
Richmond High School? That's pretty fucking sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's how easy it was.
Yeah, there you go. Then you went in the real world. You worked as a fisherman miner. What they do is you go up to Alaska.
A finer, if you will.
Yeah, you go up to Alaska.
That's what those in the biz call it.
You go up to Alaska and you dig for oil and crab
Yeah.
at the same time.
Oily crabs.
You have to do it in one of those old timey underwater suits.
Oh,
diving
man.
Suits. Yeah.
You were about to say space suits, weren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Old-timey spacesuit with the diving bell.
Yeah.
I saw that in a documentary, Journey to the Moon. They shot a big, giant bullet at it.
Yeah. Hit that man in the eye.
Yeah. I never realized that movie was French.
Yeah,
Probably because
Lumiere.
because it was silent film, so I didn't, the language doesn't matter.
Yep.
Didn't we talk about that during the claymation?
Millier, not
episode?
Lumiere. Lumiere was the people who invented the camera.
Okay.
George Millier.
George Millier. There we go.
Yeah, I saved us an angry word later.
Yeah. The angry
You're
letter
welcome.
would have come from you.
Probably.
You're the closest, like we got music snob and Jody. We've got movie snob and you. And I don't even say that you're necessarily a snob, just by comparative level. And then me, I'm just angry all the fucking time.
I own more than 5 Criterion Collection movies.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
So
Okay. You can be
I
a
think-
snob. Okay. You are a movie snob then. Congratulations.
He still looks for movies and DVDs.
Yes, I do. Well,
that's-
Blu-ray, sir.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm so
Your
much of a
observation
I'm so
stands
much
correct.
of a hipster. I
Stands
don't even
correct.
do 4K because I don't feel like buying a fucking 4K player.
Yeah. My the PS actually not the, I was playing them on my PS4, but my TV tries to upscale everything. So when I'm playing DVDs on it, it's fucking weird. Like, have you ever watched a DVD in 120 frames per second?
No.
It's fucking awkward and weird.
That sounds maddening,
Yeah.
to be quite honest.
Yes. They go, yeah, because everything like moves way too fluidly. Like they're all swimming, but not. It's gross.
Yeah, I remember the first time I got a TV that was I think it was like 80 FPS, and it was like it took a long time to get used to that because it just was like these people are not moving like they're supposed to be moving.
First time I ever saw an 8K television, it really weirded me out. Like it just absolutely weirded me out because like it looked too real,
Yeah.
and I like my reality to be just a little off.
Yeah.
But that was too fucking real. There you
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we vamped for enough time.
go. 7 minutes 30 seconds.
It's only been 7 minutes.
Jesus.
Wait, what the? Aren't you just glad to have our company? You know, we're all friends here. There's ladies in the room for the first time forever.
I'm enjoying
It's
the
great.
company, but I'm
Yeah.
also amazed that it's only been 7 minutes.
Yes, it's been 7 minutes.
Yes.
No, it's been 7 and minutes 50. Almost 8
I too
minutes.
feel like it takes an eternity when I hear your voice, Ethan.
There we go. I was waiting for that one.
It was low hanging
yes.
fruit. I had to. It was within arm's reach. I had to take it.
Do you think he's trying to like compensate for Jody not being by being extra snarky towards me?
He's at regular
What are you
snark.
talking about? This is the exact amount of snark
Yes.
that I normally
This is,
give.
yeah, this
Nah,
is
I'm
regular
just-
snark.
I'm waiting-
Jody doesn't
I'm waiting-
share in the snark
I'm
usually.
Waiting, I'm waiting
Except- yeah,
for you
except
to,
when you play
rev
Shinedown.
everything up.
This is true.
So, yeah, he hated that.
He like I thought Brady was nonplussed. He was
No.
straight negative. Jody was straight negative about that.
No,
he went through a history of alternative rock to explain how mad he was at you.
No. Brady still has notes that he's refused to show me. So I'm going out on a limb that Brady hates Shinedown more than Jody.
No. Here's why. Again, he didn't go into that. Meanwhile, everything that Jody prepared, even though knowing full well it might hurt you, he still did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jody hated that way more than Brady did, and I was surprised. That was a surprise for me. Very big surprise.
Yeah.
Again, anytime someone goes through the history of alternative music just to make a point about Shinedown,
Yeah.
that's when the crow meets the butterfly.
Oh, he's really gonna hate me whenever we do this. What are we calling it? The master mixtape.
Yeah, that's why we're like kicking you.
That's why. Yeah,
kicking
yours
you
is
down
the
the
fourth
road.
one.
3 Shinedown albums.
Yeah.
gonna blow my fucking brains out. Jesus Christ.
Wait, if you find out you like one Shinedown album, what would you do?
I used to like Shinedown, and I don't anymore.
Just because was it overplayed, or was it just
that is one of the big things.
Okay.
I just got really tired of butt rock.
Okay,
Like butt rock
that's fair.
is just so ugh.
That's entirely fair. Quick, pass your microphone off to Annie real quick, and I will ask her a question. Annie, you have a microphone now.
Okay.
Okay, good. What is your opinion of Shinedown?
I don't really have an opinion on Shinedown.
Are you just avoiding the question?
No.
It's like
know,
when
one
you
cover.
when you hear this, what does this make you think? When the crow meets the butterfly. How do you what does that make you feel in your brain and heart? She's nodding no.
It's
So
not
you agree
good.
with Brady more so than you do with Ethan.
Oh,
Thank you.
she gave
Yes.
it. She gave him. She said it's not good.
It's not good. There you go. All right. Thank you very much. We may ask you other questions throughout the rest of the show. You don't know that.
Yeah, that is to me that is the baseline answer for Shinedown.
It's not good.
That's the meter check.
Yeah, that's the meter check.
Okay, there we go. All right.
That's the canary in the coal mine, so to
Right.
speak.
Before we get to our abridged main topic for this, I have to ask. Okay, Ethan.
Yes.
It's omnibus quiz time.
It's omnibus.
Yes,
quiz.
here we go.
Okay.
Name the 3 goddesses depicted on your T-shirt.
The 3 god.
Yeah,
Shit.
Oh shit.
yeah.
I don't know the goddesses, but I know the.
It's from the video game The Legend of Zelda.
I understand that it's from the Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the names of the goddesses.
You fucking
I know the names of the Triforce. I don't know the names of the goddess.
okay. You fucking poser.
I'm not.
God damn it.
Okay, sue me.
All right, just take your shirt off now. Do it.
No.
Do it. Take your shirt
I
off.
could just say no.
This is
Yeah, you can.
this is
That's
getting
the-
very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I would just say no every time.
They know every time.
This is
Okay.
what happens when we just do a
B. When he gets home, take his shirt off.
I just know, isn't it courage, power, and wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
those
Are those the
3
names of the goddesses? Or
No.
Okay.
Din, Ferori, and Nehru.
Oh, okay. You could be making that up, and I.
Yeah, there you go.
I like the Zelda games, but I've never gotten like super deep
Yeah.
into the lore.
Yeah, I'm a freak about that.
I went fucking cross-eyed when they came out with that timeline.
Oh, the
'cause it's
the
what
Hyrule
the
from
fuck
Hyrule.
is going on?
Well, what's funny about that, and I guess this will be a good bleed in to what we're going to be talking about tonight. That was done because there was an argument in the fandom between, is it one timeline or is there a split in time where, like, because young Link went back, and what happened to that timeline where Link wasn't? So there's got to be 2 timelines, and people like, you're thinking about this too fucking hard. There's just one timeline. Don't worry about it. Then Nintendo came out with Hyrule Historia, which was the actual timeline setting of the series, and there are 3 timelines.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
It was like, you fools.
You fool! You didn't even go far enough. There's
Yeah,
one
his-
where Link gets sent back, and there's no Link in that timeline. You have the one where Link, you have the one where Link continued on, and then you have the one where Link died.
Yeah.
Like he fought Ganon and then lost, and so there's 3 timelines.
If I remember it correctly, it's like it starts to split after Ocarina of Time, because there's
Yes.
the
Yeah.
timeline where Ganon wins
Yes.
and goes into its own string of games.
Yeah.
Link wins but remains as a child, and Link wins but he remains as an adult.
Yeah.
I prefer to just.
And then-
They're all fucking separate games.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
what the fuck?
and we'll get to, but
Except
yeah,
for the ones that are like direct
can't-
sequels.
do
like,
not invest. Like, knowing that it's there, I think is a cool thing. It's a nice little
Yeah.
curio that I can kind of put in my, little hobby shop in my brain. That's pretty cool.
Somehow the Minish Cap fits into all of this.
Yeah, the Minish Cap was initially the earliest one, and then Skyward
I was about
Sword
to say, I
became
think
the
Skyward
earliest
Sword
one.
is the first one.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, the timeline really doesn't matter. To me, it's every single game is a retelling of The Legend of Zelda, with the exception of Zelda 2 and now Tears of the Kingdom, because they fall directly after a specific game in the series.
Yes.
Majora's Mask is also a sequel, but doesn't really go timeline-wise, in my opinion. It's just, I think it's a really unique and fun side story.
I'd say that like Majora's Mask kind of like stands alone almost.
You need
I
to
think
have
most of them stand alone.
I think all of them kind of stand alone, except for, like, again, the two direct sequels. But you kind of need Ocarina of Time to be attached to that young Link,
Yeah.
because the Skull Kid is there. There's certain things that pull from Hyrule over into Termina. So yeah, that's just it for me. So just for us this week, we're just going to keep it kind of cool and easy this week. And we're just going to be talking about some of the games that we've been playing recently, kind of dig in a little more of why we've been digging into them. I'll start off. Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't get it day one, but I got it the next day. I actually
Day 2.
Yeah, actually, I bought it, then went to work and did a full 8 hours of work, then came home, then finally played it. So yeah,
Didn't you still buy the game day of release?
No, I bought it the next day.
Okay,
I bought it on. It released on a Friday. I bought it on the next Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
I'm thoroughly enjoying it right now. I don't know if it'll continue. I don't have that feeling that I feel like it's going to taper off. But I love the fact that I have an entirely new world, both above and below, to discover, because you have the Sky Islands, which I think is their attempt at redeeming Skyward Sword by actually making it so that like the upper area actually, this could sustain life and people could have lived here. And this is kind of as opposed to being like just one big island and then a medium island with a bunch of pumpkins on it. And then everything else just be rocks in the sky. How did a civilization continue up here? It doesn't make any sense. This, with how expansive it is, it really kind of sets home that, yeah, this is something they could have done. The Temple of Time is in the sky and looks fucking gorgeous. Oh my God.
That's kind of cool.
Aesthetically, I love I think it's a mix of like Chinese line drawing and Mesoamerica, because one of the things that you'll find out very early in the game once you get back down to the ground, you have all of these kind of like Machu Picchu drawings that are all over the world, and you have to go, and this is literally where you find the tiers of the kingdom. It's like, see, now I know how the title works, so this is pretty cool. I like that. The building stuff you can do is insanely funny. One person built an entire mech for Link to walk around in, and that was crazy. That was pretty cool. I've also seen some of the goofs that can happen with this stuff. It's great. I'm looking forward to kind of digging in and kind of having more fun with this.
My favorite thing is seeing what people are doing with like the Koroks and their contraptions.
Oh, and just killing them?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw one put like 5 Koroks on a spit roast.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good one. Well, yeah, if I've got to do another 900 of those fucking seeds, I'm fucking done.
Yeah, in Breath of the Wild, I didn't do. I did enough to get the inventory at a decent.
I did them.
Place.
I needed that hat. I needed that shit hat. Yeah. And I got it. And it is both a shit hat in both metaphor and actually, because it tells you it stinks really bad. It's because it's their poops.
Yeah. It gives you a pile of shit for finding all of these fucking things. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom is one I'll eventually get. I'm just not super excited about it. Even though I enjoyed Breath of the Wild. It's just like almost everything about Breath of the Wild was so fucking good. The way that the story happened is very interesting. I really liked it. Emergent storytelling, that's the word that I was looking for.
Yes.
Is really cool. It's just fucking having to hoard shit because you're so scared of all of your weapons breaking, like, and you don't want to be stuck without a weapon, or you get a good weapon and then you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna break like 10 hits.
So
is super fucking annoying.
I'm gonna go a little further than that. So once you get back down to the ground, all of the weapons have degraded because of the gloom.
What?
And so, like, everything breaks twice as fast right now.
What the fucking shit?
If it's a metal, like, if it's an actual weapon, it's, here's a tree branch. Tree branch shouldn't be used as a weapon, but sometimes you got to use it as a weapon because, Breath of the Wild, that's how it's got to be sometimes. Because of the gloom that is released, like, spoilers for a game that's actually only a week old, unless you got all of the leaks that Kotaku got, but whatever. All of the weapons like are already like corroded and shit.
Like, see, that makes me want to play it less because that was the one thing that everybody complained about.
Yes,
everybody fucking complained about, and then you make it worse.
Well, it gets even worse than that, and that's really true spoiler telling. Like until
fucking Christ.
That opening. Right now, and it's still fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
So bear that in mind. Top 5 opening in video games all time. Because of a moment that is so fucking shocking to my brain. Me and Holder, like, we agree on this point, but not on the direction it took us in the game. I still love Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
He does not like Breath of the Wild. He passionately hates Breath of the
Yeah.
Wild. But there was one thing to say, it's stupid that this thing happens. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Actually, I'm going to stop right there because, again, that was one of the most shocking moments in video game history for me.
Yeah, see, one of the things is like, I don't feel the need for a sequel to Breath of the Wild. I liked Breath of the Wild's story, and I don't think, and I'm certain that they come up with some reason that there was in the sequel. I'm certain that it's not half-assed. But I do think sometimes people like online reviewers have this like blind spot when it comes to like Zelda games, like Zelda and Mario games. They're going to like give them 10 out of 10s no matter what, regardless of how good or bad they are. But I don't think like I'm not like hankering for more Breath of the Wild because I feel like it was such a complete story in and of itself.
So you think it should have just been left alone after?
Probably. But they did it, and I'll eventually play it. I'm not like super excited about. But that is also tempered with I don't get excited. Like there's very few. I can't think of a video game, even ones that I've wanted and have bought, that I have been super excited about in the past 5 years. Like that's just how I am about video games nowadays.
This is the first Zelda game. Like we were mentioning, I think before we got into. Or maybe we were talking about that. This is how bad my memory is. Zelda has Zelda 2. Ocarina of Time has Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, in my opinion, unless somebody knows, this is the third game in the series that has a almost direct sequel to. Like you have to know the things that are going on there. Zelda and Zelda 2 are completely different games.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different. Ocarina of Time does not take place. Majora's Mask does not take place in the Ocarina of Time's Hyrule. It takes place in Termina. This is the first time we've actually been able to go back and revisit a world that we've already been through, that has gone through some changes and has more to it now. But it's something that that's one of the things that kind of drew me back, was the fact that I get to explore this place again and see what's changed in the time between the two games. Brady saw something on his phone and he's giggle billing.
I'm just looking at memes and it was funny. I'm sorry. Okay. I was being incredibly disrespectful. I apologize.
No, you're always disrespectful to me because I'm disrespectful to you. It's how we express our friendship to one another.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
Yeah.
But there you go. But I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom and been enjoying it. Brady, tell them about the miniatures game that we, out of a fucking clear blue sky, with the exception of me because I'm invested in too many other things.
We fucking decided that we were going to start another miniatures game.
Yeah.
So we're doing the Song of Ice and Fire miniatures, which is based on the book series that Game of Thrones.
I'm surprised
is based
Eddie wasn't
on.
here tonight with all of the stuff.
Yeah, we mentioned it to him, and he says he like we'll probably have to he'll have to show up and us actually make him buy it. Like he probably thought
either that or he's waiting for the Dark Star.
Oh yeah, I'll do it, and then he just forgot about it.
It has Martells.
Yeah. So it's a fun game. It's a more regimented game than a lot of the other games that we play. Being that you have trays that your units go into,
and them how they move and specifically in what direction they move is very march oriented.
Yeah. It's very ordered and everything like that.
It's much more technical, which I think is a big draw for us.
And the good thing about this game, and one of the reasons that we got into it, is because it's fairly especially compared to Games Workshop's games, it is much cheaper to get into. Every faction has a starter set. And a few more boxes, and you really got enough to make a full list and be decent.
That 2-player box, that's what, 80, 90?
You can find it online for 80. So
yeah,
for your friend, if somebody wants to play Stark and somebody wants to play Lannister, it's a really good deal. Because you get a decent amount of stuff in it to begin with. But yeah, it's a fun game. Played a game of it. I've almost got everything that I need for the fact I'm playing Greyjoy, who until I decided to do Greyjoy, and then I went and looked online, and it seems like Greyjoy is in the worst place. But we're not going to go to tournaments or anything like that. I don't even think they have fucking tournaments anywhere.
I don't know. I think we could maybe. I was shocked at how quickly everybody pivoted. Like just almost.
I still want to do Age of Sigmar. In fact, I'm probably going to message Holder to play.
I'm not saying we went away from Age of Sigmar. I was just like how quickly everybody just like, okay, I'm in. Not all in, but I'm in. And like like everybody playing a song right now also has Age of Sigmar armies.
Yeah.
Some multiple.
Yes.
Like, but it was just amazing how quickly. Like, I think a good part of that. I don't want to put all of that on there. I think it's an IP that we enjoy. Mm-hmm. I also think it's a game that's different than the Games Workshop stuff that we've been kind of, for lack of a better word, drowning in. Mm-hmm. Like, because, just because of that, I'll go there. But I think also it was just kind of the notion of everybody had like little pieces of it, and it was just like, well, let's go. And and then everyone dropped.
It was just the fact that it was like not super hard to get into is a big deal. Like you get a starter set of whatever faction that you want, and you get everything that you need, and just maybe a couple more units. They've got hero boxes that you might need to get, and if you want other heroes, but that's pretty much it. Like it's especially if it's a newer faction like Greyjoy and Martell, they're like they don't hardly have any units. Like it's very easy to get everything that you need for them.
I'd also imagine that like one thing I have liked seeing in the game is the fact that you have non-combat units that affect the game from outside the game. Yeah, like depending on where you deploy them into these other areas,
they have different abilities and things like that. Yeah, it's a fun game. I enjoy it. I'm still wanting to play Age of Sigmar because my Bone Reapers just got a new book, so I'm wanting to do that before they decide to do another fucking edition. It invalidates my fucking army.
I put it summer next year.
Yeah, well they've started on. They're going to start this like campaign scenario books. And usually that signals that there's a new one at the end. Mm-hmm. That's what they did with Broken Realms.
They did with Broken Realms, and in 40K, that's what they did with Arcs of Omen.
Yeah. Another thing that I did is I made a carrying case for my miniatures. Yeah. I got a file box, a plastic file box, some metal sheets from Lowe's, and some hot glue and some spray paint and some JB Weld the liquid stuff, and made a case and magnetized. I've got pretty much all my Bone Reaper stuff magnetized. I think there's just like a couple more things that I don't have magnetized now.
Welcome to craft time with Brady Davis.
Yeah, look at Brady crafting.
I think I did a really good job. I didn't do perfect. Like it's not.
It sounds like you did a good job.
It's not great. It was very annoying because the only sheets of metal that I couldn't find the small rectangular sheets. I could find the they call them flashing, where they're bent in a corner.
Did you have to bring out the tin snips?
I did. I used tin snips, but I didn't use them very much. Mostly, I used a rubber mallet to flatten them out, and then just kind of overlapped them so they're not like perfectly flush, but it works fine enough. In fact, earlier this week I was like, well, I'm just going to flatten out, because I bought way more than I actually needed, because they were only like 60 cents a piece. And I was like, well, I'll use this for I'll put this stuff in other containers. Yeah. And then, I fucking broke some of my tile from flattening.
I'm sorry to laugh at your misfortune.
I flattened it out and I lifted it up, and there's these little pieces all around. I was like, oh fuck! And there was like a long crack, and I was like,
God damn it!
Well, it's not the first cracked tile that's in my fucking apartment. I'll just say that it wasn't my fault. I don't know where the fuck that came from. Well, I was definitely not hitting it with a rubber mallet.
Let me know if you ever have problems with your landlord. We'll just delete this episode.
Yeah,
in its entirety.
Yeah. We'll delete the evidence.
So, in my brain, I heard, "Is that the list?" And I started losing my mind. Have you not? You've seen that video?
Have I seen the list?
Is that the list? Yes, it's a list of all the poor people within a 50-mile radius of the Bat Cave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you've seen that video.
Yeah.
It's not our favorite line from that video. Cold ones. they paid Fiverr a bunch of money to like do horrible animations, and some of them were great, and some of them were giant fucking ripoffs.
Yeah.
This one was like what, Lego Batman?
Lego Batman. It was it was like almost $100. It's like we're being shown pictures of Batman. What?
Somebody with a Batman thing on. I don't even
a Batman.
My boyfriend, y'all said something about Batman. I opened up my Snapchat.
Okay.
We have summoned Batman.
We've summoned your boyfriend is Annie's boyfriend is Batman, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important
Annie's
information.
boyfriend is Bruce Wayne confirmed.
Is Bruce Wayne confirmed? Absolutely.
Yes.
There we go. Problem solved.
Yes.
So yet storage for games is shit. That's the one part of the hobby that is like, even card games. Like the amount of binders you end up with is way more than you should ever need.
Like it's not good because if anybody tells you to get like foam trays, like those are terrible because they
don't form fit and they're still gonna get knocked around in there. And if you have anything
it's gonna bend or break your shit.
If you have anything that is like, I don't know, say like glued by a blade of grass, no one has that problem. Me. Like I have Blood Bowl, my wood elf catchers. They're jumping up in the air, and it's a wonderful, majestic pose. However, to make this pose happen, their foot has to be coming off the grass. And by the grass, I mean 3 blades of grass.
Yeah, Games Workshop, especially when it comes to elves, are like, we don't care if this model is transportable. We don't care if it's fragile. All we care about is how it looks.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The ease of putting it together doesn't matter. Like nothing matters except how this looks. If this is going to immediately break once you put it together or once you put it on the table once, sorry. like
you have this like this huge like flying like creature that it looks like it weighs a hefty good amount, and you only have like 3 tiny little like clear like sticks to hold it up.
Or we're going to give them 3-foot spears where those are going to break really easily. Whereas I could pick up a handful of Mortek guard and throw them against the fucking wall and they're still going to be fine. I might have to put a sword back in somebody's hand. Like that's it. Like
and then honestly, for the look of your guys, no, because like a broken skeleton. Okay, that actually looks cooler. Actually,
so like it's.
Oh no, my skeleton broke! Quick, hot glue.
Now I have some models in my army that I do not want that are that feel very fragile. But yeah, for the most, like
I'm going to bring up the Ideneth real quick, and the Ideneth foot soldiers are not a problem. In fact, of all the elves, I like to think of them like the Namarti thralls and the Reavers. Those are actually pretty. Those are thick elves. Like those can be kind of resolute. My problem is the eels. And it's not even necessarily the eels themselves. It's the fucking flying stand.
Yeah, flight stands are terrible.
If the flying stand was like a drill bit and then goes into like the model itself, that's fine. But the model's supposed to rest on top of it on this curve that's like smaller than an eyelash. Goddamn. I had to glue that thing 40 times. And then it's just, but also with them, they have these like cool like backpacks and pouches that are on there, and they don't glue flat. So it's just fucking annoying as shit. And it's just like, but this is the life I chose.
Yeah, I watched a video where somebody was shitting on, they didn't like the Ideneth models because they said they didn't make sense as to why they were, like they just didn't work for them.
See, I like Heywo, who's a really good, mostly he does Twitch now, but he has some YouTube videos out. He explained it the best is that with those, you don't put them on those flying stands. You have them flying off of like reefs and stuff like that.
Well, this guy was just like, sense. I don't like these models break like my immersion. Like they were just like, I can't.
That's interesting.
Because he was talking about
I think they did a very good job with it because it's a weird motif, but I think they pulled it off.
Yeah, I think this was the same guy who shit on. He said endless spells didn't make any sense because they had bases and they're a token. So I think it's the same guy who said that. So
I'm not going to outwardly discredit that, but I think that's
he's
like,
if it's the same guy that I'm thinking of, the guy who said that about the endless spells is a 40K guy. So they have I know that they have like a weird.
There's a weird like I don't even call it detente. It's just that there's 2 sides to the Games Workshop verse, and it's people who are okay with Age of Sigmar and people who are not okay with Age of Sigmar. I'm not saying 40K in Age of Sigmar. There are people from, and I will say the people from fantasy have to me a legitimate fucking complaint because their entire game changed and their world died and there's all these things. Like if you had invested 15, almost 20 years worth of investment, like actual proper monetary investment in this game, to find out that game is dead, and in its place is this thing where if you're playing elves and just act arrogant, you get bonuses. What?
Yeah.
The first edition rules weren't.
Yeah.
Let me just say it like that. Like it's like, are you a dwarf player? Do you have a beard? If your beard is longer than the other person, you get your beard, and not your character's beard.
Do you know
beard?
Do you know how you build an army? Okay, you just bring all the shit that you want to bring
some models, and then play,
and then they put down a unit. You put down a unit. They put down a unit. You put down a unit, and you just keep going until you're like, well, that feels right, and now we play.
I have 6 dragons. You have a water boy.
There were no
Let's
points.
Play a fighting game.
I think it was the first General's Handbook where they finally put points because they were just like, oh, you just go back and forth until everybody feels like it's about right.
Age of Sigmar, when it opened, was legitimately a gentleman's game. It's like, I believe that this is the right and proper points that we should be playing.
How'd you say so?
Are you stroking? I literally don't know what you said.
I started out with one thing and then I lost the plot. I'm sorry.
I don't like overbearing rules, but I like having form to the game.
Yeah.
You know, and especially if in a miniatures game, that is the most important thing, is whether or not you can grok a sense of this is how the game is to be played, as opposed to we would like you to play this game in a manner that is conforming to what you would like to do.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
So there's a lot of things where I'm like, oh, you can just go with the feel of it.
Also,
sure,
they had to figure out a way to put Space Marines inside of fantasy.
Yeah, my miniatures game is not that. Yeah, Stormcast Eternal.
So when I rocked Derek's world with John's orc army, I was playing that legitimately correct.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Just run up and hit things.
Yes, with my huge fuck off cabbage dragon.
Yeah, huge cabbage dragon. Yes.
Yes.
And everybody's bitching about why you feel it because you can just do it. If I could play
that is an asshole move to play.
If I could play Techless in 1,000 points, I'd do it.
That is an asshole move to play a cabbage dragon in the fucking 1,000 points.
Hey, it wasn't my army, so I take no responsibility in that. So,
ladies, okay, so like throughout all of this, they've been making fun of us. So I'm going to put Angel on the spot now. Angel, why are you making fun of people talking about the games they like?
We're making fun of you, Jay.
Oh, well, okay. So just then, why are you making fun of my friends?
No comment.
Okay, no. Very. Derek Anderson's coming in with Song of Ice. John Sheldon. My God, we have more audience than actual people tonight. It's great.
Interesting.
Oh, man.
This is a unique
this
flavor.
Is a first.
Right.
First, possibly
Brady,
second.
hand it over to Derek real quick. I see. How did the game of Song of Ice and Fire go?
John ended up winning it at the end, thanks to the Rose Knights.
Oh, he's showing me pictures. This is good.
Rose Knights, precision
all you had
sucks.
left was a chariot?
Yeah.
Jesus, you had like 5.
One of the funnest parts of the actual entire fight was there's a point where his commander unit attacked Mag the Mighty. Mag the Mighty, when he's killed, he gets to activate once and do a furious attack action, which then he returned the killing of his commander unit.
Oh, that's very
so
nice.
We both scored points that round.
That's very cool.
Post-mortem death. Gotcha.
Yeah. We've been
killing me. I'm fucking taking you down.
There you go.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes.
Very nice. You were supposed to play tonight. You might still be able to, depending on what happens.
Depending on where the night takes us.
There you go. But let's take it over to you, Ethan. Ethan, what games have you been playing lately?
Like we were discussing Tears of the Kingdom earlier with Jay, I have been playing Breath of the Wild. I've been seeing a lot of all the trailers whenever they came out for Tears of the Kingdom. I saw Matt Mercer play voice of Ganondorf. I saw the Sky Islands, and it kind of looked interesting. It kind of looks cool. For some reason, the appeal of playing Minecraft and Legend of Zelda makes me want to play it more than actual Minecraft.
Let me stress it, because you kind of mine for things, but really and truly the machines are already made. You can actually go to like these weird ass dispensers, and if you throw in a certain amount of energy cubes in there, it's more Transformers than anything else, right?
That's even cooler.
Yeah, but for me, it's more Ratchet and Clank. as far as putting stuff together goes. So I'm very happy about that.
There was that one Banjo Kazooie that didn't make any money because nuts and bolts, where it changed the entire format of the game, where you could just build shit.
I'm still only hearing positives. I said Minecraft, you bumped it up to Transformers, then you mentioned Ratchet and Clank. I'm only hearing the positives.
Well, that's good. That's good. We're happy about that. But I don't want you to go in there like I have to get these resources out of the ground and then smelt them and then I can craft stuff. No, it's pretty much the stuff's in the world already. Yeah.
But I tried playing Breath of the Wild when it first came out because I got a Switch for Christmas and my brother got a Switch. I got Smash Bros. He got Zelda because he liked Zelda growing up and he liked the games. I tried playing it, and for some reason I did not like it when I first started.
It's probably because you had a cool sword and then immediately broke when you swung it 3 times.
Yeah, there's some very tedious parts that annoyed me about. There's some things that like the stuff that I love about Breath of the Wild. I love the stuff that I hate about Breath of the Wild. I hate. Like it's a polarizing game for me at least.
And what y'all were saying earlier, like having to like stock up on weapons because you don't want to run out in the middle of fighting a little centaur with a short sword and a shield.
Having to stock up on weapons with limited inventory.
Yeah.
With limited inventory.
Yeah, that was the only reason I ever looked for those seeds is like I need to get my inventory up. And once I got it to a place where I thought that like, oh, I'm not going to like immediately run out of weapons, it was like, okay, I can do this. And once you get the house and you can like store some weapons there, that's a little bit easier too.
You get a house?
Yeah, you can get a house.
Oh yeah, you can buy a house.
I can get a house.
Yes.
You can get a house and then you can like put the weapons up there.
These are positive changes.
Yes,
there's really cool things and interesting things that you can do.
Yes, the ultimate fantasy, home ownership.
Yes.
Let me play the
for a millennial. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me play The Sims in my Legend of Zelda game real fast.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Audience, what did you say, audience? What was that?
Straight facts.
Yeah, straight facts. There we go.
Gotcha.
You want the straight fact? Yeah, travelers on the omnibus. Straight facts.
Straight
facts, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
Stamp it.
Yeah, but now that I'm like replaying it and actually playing it, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've just got to the part where you talk to the Zora king.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
is that the first divine beast you're going after?
that's the first divine beast
Yeah.
because
Okay.
I tried going after the one in the Garuda Valley. And then
don't.
And then I realized, the heat is killing me.
Yeah.
And then there's a fire wizard that keeps shooting meteors at me.
Yeah, you gotta to even get there. You gotta like get things to keep the heat.
Yeah.
Do recipes that gets the heat.
Yeah.
That was another thing that was annoying to me.
And wait for Death Mountain because it's that in the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Oh,
But once you get that shit, like it's super, it becomes like almost nothing.
Gerudo are like my favorite people. They're
Like the
just
good-
happy and jolly, and just all they want to do is mine rocks.
Once you get into the mountains, there's an area near one of the horse places, the places you can get horses from, where you can just ride around and kill the big buffalo things, and you can
the one that dropped the gourmet meat.
Yeah, you can cook if you cook 3 of those, like it makes like a special meat thing that's like the best thing that you can sell. Like it's the best. Okay. So if you need money, just ride around there on a horse shooting the things with arrows.
See, I've just been going around
not fire arrows because but you have to get it quick because if it freezes or if it burns, it's less money. Yeah. You can't make it into a recipe. You have to like kill them and then jump off really quick and grab it.
Yeah. What I've been doing for like money resources is just going around like mountains and hills, finding the like the ore deposits and just cracking those.
Yeah, those are the early on. Those are good. Those are. Good
I've been
placed.
lucky. I found like 4 diamonds.
Oh wow!
And those are like, I want to say like.
I need you to transfer to my Tears of the Kingdom and give me those diamonds, then you can go back.
Yeah.
Do you get anything in Tears of the Kingdom for beating Breath of the Wild?
No. There's no. Well, hold on, let me say this. There's no link over as far. I see what I just did there. But there's no connection between the 2 games as far as if you finish this, you get something else.
You're telling me there's no link between 2 worlds?
You almost had it's a Link Between Worlds, which is actually another direct sequel from A Link to the Past.
There's no Link's Awakening.
No, he wakes up several times actually in the opener. Yeah.
That was the first Legend of Zelda game I ever played.
That's a good and quirky entry to
Yeah,
get in on.
because that's when you used to could buy a video game console and get a game with it.
Yeah.
So I got that.
You can do that now, like, but you have to wait after the initial.
Yeah,
release,
you
typically.
can't just buy it you have to get it on like Christmas sale.
Yeah.
It's not just standard.
I think my first Legend of Zelda game was Wind Waker.
Oh wow.
That was I say it's my first one because it's the first one I played, but I've never beaten it.
Yeah.
I've always played it when I went over to my grandparents' house and played on my brother's GameCube, and every single time I get past like the first island, we have to leave, and then I come back, and then my brother's like, "Oh, I deleted your save file because
Jesus."
That's killing acts right there. Yeah. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
Not
That's being
Bomb
an
Shiner,
ass.
my other brother.
Oh yeah. Oh,
That's being an asshole. Jesus.
Timmy trapped.
Yes, Timmy.
God will take you on.
Head thrown to take on anyone. Something is there in this song. I don't know this whole fucking song. Sorry. Now you are stroking. John, call the fucking ambulance for Brady. He's in a stroke. Stop. No, stop. I didn't mean that. Put that phone back down. That phone down. Okay.
Okay. Good.
You almost had an ambulance called on
Yeah,
you.
you forgot. John takes things literally.
John has no sense of humor. I forgot about that.
Jesus.
He just destroys Derek at games. Oh my god.
Oh,
I have to why now I'm having the stroke. I have to weave everyone into this episode somehow. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, Jesus.
So
Breath
of the Wild. So you got diamonds, it's pretty good.
I got diamonds. I've upgraded some armor with the great.
I love the whole
Fairy.
Zora area and
The
like
Zoras.
the architecture.
Yeah, when you go to
of
the
it.
different areas, it's really interesting.
I think the Zoras might have to be my favorite people so far.
The Zoras are cool.
Yeah.
Zoras are cool. I like that. I like the ancient guardian Zora chick. She's nice.
Yeah.
Mifa.
I can't remember any other name.
Mifa is the ancient guardian of the ancient beasts.
Yeah,
the ancient beast. But then
I think
there's-
it's Val Rudo, if I can remember
I
correctly.
can't remember.
Yeah,
Like,
Valvudo.
Yeah.
Sounds correct. But then you also encounter Prince Sidon, who is
Yeah.
Mifa's
I think
brother.
the boss in
Mifa's
this,
baby brother.
the boss
Yes.
of the Zora one is the most annoying one because it's on those little platforms with the water.
Oh no, for me it was the Gerudo one because having to like surf out there on the sand and then hope you got your little sand lion, which I honestly I love that. You have a whole water area and no seals.
Yeah.
You go out to the desert and you have land
Sand seal.
seals.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
I didn't even know about the sand seal. That sounds exciting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can rent a sand seal.
You can rent a
and
You
sand
rent a
yeah.
sand seal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you jump on your shield and it pulls you around.
Yeah.
That sounds
If you don't,
fantastic.
however, if you don't like leeches, Molduga will fucking make you disgusted because they're
Oh,
giant,
no.
dune-sized sandworm leeches
Yeah.
that you have to fight.
I have seen that before. I have seen it before.
Yeah, those are annoying to fight and everything.
He just mentioned about being the king. Oh, you mean the insect crevice?
where
Yeah.
It has the leech that just comes up and puts.
Oh yeah, it eats Andy Serkis.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Ooh, that's a terrible way to go, Betty.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
There
that's
you go.
pretty rough.
But
Yeah.
you've been enjoying Breath of the Wild.
I have been.
That's good.
It's a fun game.
Like I left all. I stopped playing today because you have to collect the shock arrows.
Oh yeah,
He was closing a box.
Yeah, okay.
No one farted. God damn it.
You have to collect the shock arrows to fight Valdura. I can't remember
the elephant thing.
the elephant.
Yeah.
It's the water elephant.
Yeah.
And I knew about the centaurs, but
Get your mind out of the gutter, young lady. God damn it.
Every time a fart noise.
I only paused once. I paused once.
Jesus, it's like y'all never closed a box before.
Yeah.
Had to be the fucking adult in the room. Jesus
I know.
Someone has to
I
be.
know.
I feel like adulting is just licking a frozen pole. That's how I feel about it. Once you're there, you're
The
stuck.
wisdom of youth, ladies and
Metaphors.
gentlemen.
What are they?
Once you're
Coming
there,
up next.
Coming up next time on Travelers on the Omnibus. What the fuck did that woman just say?
Once you're
Something
there,
about
you're stuck.
licking frozen poles. Something.
Stop. It was weird when she said it. It's gross when you say
Yeah.
it. Ah.
Yeah.
So Breath of the Wild, you're having a good
I'm
time
having
with
fun.
it.
Yes,
That's
I'm
good.
having
Okay,
fun.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
It's a fun game.
The lion things, like I think I fought
the
maybe.
lion-
I think I fought maybe one the whole fucking time. Like I do not
love-
like fighting.
See, again, I love fighting those motherfuckers. No, don't shoot the fucking gun.
I never got
Don't
good.
shoot the fucking gun. And now because they think we're in Mississippi, an actual gun has come out.
Yeah.
That's a Nerf
I mean,
gun.
it's-
No, don't. You definitely
Don't give it
shoot
to the child.
Yeah.
Jesus
He
Christ.
said I was adult shape.
I think we might
Hold
need to
on.
be.
Rev up that gun again. Rev it up again.
We might need to.
I didn't mean to shoot two.
Yep.
It might be time to start pulling this bus into the station.
We got 10 minutes before we can legally do that. So, so before we
what
do
do
that,
what the fuck do you mean? Do we get AdSense if we?
We are
we're being lazy. Did you pull that out of your shirt? What the?
Thank you.
That
Now who's
shot
being
wasn't
weird?
That shot wasn't near her, and she's like pulling bullets out of herself.
Fucking
What?
damn it!
Are we sure we can't just? Do we need to like stop this and?
No, this is fun. There's an
Oh, yeah,
energy in this room we normally don't
is
have at
great.
this point.
This is great
Yes,
audio.
we never normally have a child with a
Yeah,
Nerf gun that
top notch
shoots
audio.
balls at 28 miles per hour.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I feel like
so
I'm.
Breath of the Wild.
Yeah,
Breath
so
of
you're
the Wild
enjoying
is
it.
a fun game.
Okay,
I'm
there you
enjoying
go,
it.
there
I
you
like
go.
the scenery.
Oh yeah,
We're like
I
the-
never got good at the countering, the flipping thing.
Okay.
The counter, I was never
Yeah.
good at
For
that.
some reason, I'm semi good.
Yeah.
Not fully good, but I know I can trigger it. I know I can trigger it.
Yeah, I can do it once every once in a while. That's why those fucking guardians would whoop my ass. Sometimes.
Lionels are my favorite fight in the game for that reason.
Like some of those-
it's
Yeah, the
difficult.
Lionels.
Yeah,
Like,
the
some of those
Lionels are fun.
Some of those guardian fights were like rough. Like I had to fight. I had to
wait till you play like Game Plus
Like-
and they're golden and they fucking
Oh,
take
fuck
for fuck
that.
it ever.
Like I didn't.
fuck that.
Like, the quest doesn't say you have to defeat the Lionel. You just have to collect the arrows that
Yeah.
it
Right.
throws.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fight it, and I'm.
Yeah, I don't think at that point, if this is your first guardian, you probably aren't going to be able to beat that thing.
I got it down to a quarter health, and
Oh
then
wow!
I died. And then
I know
used
you
up.
fucking did because you're weird.
I beat it.
I'm certain that you did.
Yeah.
No, I got it down to a quarter health, and then I ran out of like food items, elixirs, and all that. And then I started like getting my ass.
I don't think like with the first one on top of the Zora Mountain, I don't think you can. But like what I would do is you get like a flame rod, and this works in the grass areas typically. Light the grass in front of you, jump, and then get on your glider. Then you fight, and then once you're over them, let go. You land on top of them, and like it gives you
Oh,
like
yeah.
the beatdown mode. You just beat the shit out of them
you
with
can
your
do that?
sword. Yes,
Yeah.
it's fucking
Ooh,
fun.
okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
New strat.
Yeah, there you go.
I might go into round 2 with that
There you
idea.
go. I love like all the little things that you can do in that game.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Like
cool
it's
little
great.
shit.
It's just I just wish my sword would last more
Yeah.
than 3 swings.
Like,
yeah.
I know there's like people that like play this game religiously, and they have it to where they can put something in stasis and like deal damage to it, shoot an arrow, climb on top of it, and then just skyrockets into the air. So that way you can just
That's called God mode, and very few people can reach that
Yeah.
portion.
Yeah.
Like even me, like I've probably got like 200 hours in that game easily. I can do some fun stuff, but I can't do some of the stuff where they trigger the bomb. They blow it up, and right as they're blowing up, they triggered the shield parry, which triggers slowdown mode, and then you can just start wailing the shit out of everything around you because you've triggered a bomb on yourself.
Yeah.
Then there's other people that I know that can they drop a bomb, the Bokoblin sees it, focuses on the bomb, sneaks behind them, smacks them with the behind the back shot. Then the other one reacts to it, and then they put them in stasis. The third one then reacts, and they get behind them, slam them in the back, and then when the second one comes out of the stasis, slams them just in time for the first one to wake up, so you can get behind him and slam them in back, and just does this domino
Jesus
effect
Christ.
of just that's insane.
Yeah, see, it took
That
me
is
forever to
100%
even learn
insane.
how to smack back to time it to get my timing right to where I could smack back the lasers and kill the
I can
guardians.
parry easier in Soul Calibur than I can in Breath of the Wild.
like
I'm just gonna leave
Yeah,
it
some
at
of
that.
the some like there's one somewhere where it's just like a guardian that's like an old guardian, but it still works.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would go there and like practice.
Yep.
But that's like the only. But like I had to like practice quite a bit because I'm
Like,
just
So
not good at that timing.
There's an spoiler for you. There's an area. It's called because it's one of the first places you visit in Tears of the Kingdom after you get back to the ground. Except there aren't as many. There's no guardians yet that I've seen. So deal with that. But there's like 5 guardians like on the ground ready to shoot at you, and the guy can place himself right at the point where he's equidistant to all of them, to where he can in one parry all 5 shots and blow them all.
What the fuck?
I will show you all of it. Look up that video.
I fucking hate people.
Passengers and everybody who's here tonight, you're going to see that video. And it's going to blow your fucking mind.
Like,
Jesus, that's ridiculous.
like have y'all like seen like Breath of the Wild like speed runs?
Yes.
Like they are just insane.
Yeah.
And I'm just like
somebody
amazed with
in the
all
first
that.
day of owning Tears of the Kingdom finished it in 93 minutes.
I can believe that.
I spent 93 minutes
In the intro.
in the intro.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, this all looks so fucking cool. And some dude was like, oh, whatever, Ganon's dead. Fucking done.
Ganon's down on the ground this time.
Yep.
Done and done.
Yeah. Looking down at him and go, Critical Role sucks. Wait, what? Like, that's an actual reaction from Matt Mercer. It's like, what the fuck? God damn it. Critical Role doesn't actually suck. Critical Role is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
There you go. So
He saved us another.
we
email.
we might have saved us 500,000 emails.
Yeah.
Yes.
This has been the most ratioed fucking show of the show ever showed. And there you go.
Matt Mercer for Ganondorf. Good job, Nintendo.
I think he also voices Rauru. So Rauru, the old sage from Ocarina of Time, also one of the names of the cities in Zelda 2. So that's how
Okay.
all these things kind of weave each other together. I think he also, again, Matt Mercer, I think is also the voice of him. It just sounds familiar, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But more importantly, he's a goat man. He's a satyr. And I'm like, this makes no sense, but okay, I'm running with it because like this is everything Breath of the Wild was. It's like this is not Hyrule, but it is. So I have to kind of just see where it goes. Oh, this goes fun places. I'm okay with that. So yeah.
Well,
Oh, he voices Minsk in Baldur's Gate 3.
No shit.
Huh.
Because Frank Welker was Minsk in 1 and 2. I'm almost positive.
probably. There's
Because it's a voice
there's at
to be
least like a
acted.
50% chance that Frank Welker
Yeah.
voiced something.
Yeah. I still
so-
think he should have voiced Megatron in the Michael Bay movies. And one of the reasons why I say that is because in the video game adaptations, Megatron is voiced by Frank Welker.
Yeah,
He voices Falco in Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
They
okay,
they
that's good.
did. I remember watching some behind the scenes where they had some like lines that he had done.
Yeah. There's that Peter Cullen, Peter the legendary voice of Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
My name is Optimus Prime. Are you Sam Witwicky?
My bad, dude.
My bad, dude. I
That's
love
an
that.
actual Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
one.
I love how they snuck a stealth sequence in Transformers.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one is not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. But man,
It's
goes down
quirky.
from
It's
here.
quirky. It's quirky. Then in the second one, it gets bad because you have like Autobot testicles.
yeah. Mhm.
I am. To be fair though, John Turturro makes that work a little
That
bit.
yes, I
Yeah.
am below. Yes,
I am directly below the robot's testicles.
Yeah, John Turturro makes things work.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
So, any other games we want to highlight real quick?
I ain't got shit. I haven't been doing very
Nah.
much, to be quite honest.
That is true.
Like it's literally just a combination of Breath of the Wild and Pokemon.
Mostly, I just stare at the two
How
figures.
is the Nuzlocke
that-
challenge going?
It's going awful.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, everything sucks.
Why does it suck? I mean,
Uh,
because you can only get one Pokemon a region, and if they die too fucking bad.
No, it may or may not be because I lost like 7 Pokemon within an hour.
Jesus, man, were you just like taking them to like the stockyard to get
Or
murdered?
did you take them to an American school?
Ooh, ooh,
We're gonna let the dust settle on that one.
Does it count? If
Or
it's
did
a
you go
trainer
knocking
school?
on somebody's door?
Oh no, you can't even say hi. I'd like to sell some Girl Scout cookies. Blam! Shit. I
Did
don't
you take them
know.
hide and go
don't-
seeking in somebody's yard?
I don't know how much of this I'm going to cut, but I'm going to cut a fraction.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
amount of this ought to
Some
be
amount of
cut.
this is going to get cut.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So how's the Nuzlocke challenge going? Also, Breath of the Wild going good time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Breath
that's
of the
good.
Wild,
Wild.
yes.
Okay.
Pokemon, no.
No,
Yeah.
no.
No.
How did you lose 7? It would just
Okay, so
Is it against the same trainer?
no.
Oh, damn.
So
It was not against the same trainer. It was
No.
against multiple
So-
different trainers.
So
What was this, like a goddamn American History X that just
So-
go over to Polyworld, put your teeth on the curb?
So
Jesus.
to remind everyone, if a Pokemon dies, you have to release it. You can no longer use it anymore.
yeah. If a
that
Pokemon
also-
faints,
yeah, faints. Yes, that also includes like training, like wild battles. Okay, so I'm at the point where I have access to multiple routes for encounters and wild battles to like XP grind. Some of these areas have Pokemon with abilities that increase like critical hit chances. And a lot of these critical hit chances, they don't care what your stat buffs are. They just deal the damage.
gross. Ew.
Yeah.
Gross.
And it also applies whenever like an attack hits multiple times. So like one move can hit upwards of 5 times, and all of them could be critical hits.
Jesus.
Guess how many times that happened to me?
Every
Twice.
time.
I lost 2 Pokemon to 1 wild battle.
What was the Pokemon you were battling?
It was a tiny mouse with a large tail.
A Rattata? Did you get Ratta'd?
No. It's a Rattata equivalent
Raticate.
called a Minchino.
Oh,
Yes.
Wow. Do you
Yeah.
feel less like a man now?
that's,
Yes,
That
I
sounds
you
do.
should.
That sounds like a small, like Italian caffeine drink.
It's instead a small chinchilla
Yeah,
with a large tail.
and apparently
Murdered by a
bloodlust.
chinchilla.
Yes. A murderous
Did you at
chinchilla.
least capture one so that you could?
Oh, I did.
Okay,
I caught the one that killed my 2.
there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then a small, like, the best I could say, like, psychic emo child killed one of my mons, and I also caught
Yeah.
it.
They'll do that.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I named it Murderer.
Murderer.
Yes.
How many ers? 3 ers?
3 years, I believe.
3 ers. All right. Murderer.
Yes.
Okay, there you go. That should have been the whole episode. Just you talking about your horrors of Nuzlocke challenge.
Horrors.
Horrors
Yes.
with 3 ers. Would be good.
Ers.
Yeah. By the way, Breath of the Wild going good for you.
Breath of the Wild is
Okay,
fun,
so-
yes.
Okay, there we go. That's good. Fun time stuff. All right.
Zora's
All
my
right.
favorite,
All right.
probably.
So AdSense now says that we can actually, because it's 102.
Okay.
So
Okay,
we're,
cool,
we're good
nice.
to go.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
No,
We
fuck
bar-
your sigh of relief.
we
I'm going to
barely
go into your
vamp-
fucking Nuzlocke challenge and kill all your
We
Pokemon.
vamped
Okay.
enough.
Fucking deal with it.
Fine. I'll just restart it.
Oh,
I might have a better
shit!
chance.
I didn't realize he could restart.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
might have a better chance to the next
No,
go
no,
round.
you got to deal with you. Well, you got Chinchilla Murderer.
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 No, that's a small emo.
Murderer. Wait, who's the small emo kid?
Murderer.
Ethan.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you some tips for this.
Okay,
So
tips.
All right. Here's Brady's pro tips.
you got to know when to hold them. 2,
Is it
you got to know when to fold them.
Okay, What's the
And
third
3, you got to know when to run.
know when to walk away or when to run.
4, you never count your money when you're sitting at the table.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done.
On a warm summer evening, on a train
I'm just
bound
proud
for
that I got
nowhere.
most of that out without
Yeah, most of
without
it.
breaking.
You did that very good. It's very
Yeah.
good.
one? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you, Brady.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Your
Yes.
pride, you being proud of me is what I really look for. No, it's not actually. It's
Yeah,
the
no,
exact opposite. I
yeah.
don't give a shit.
Brady looks out for my downfall.
Yes.
Yes.
He craves it.
Yeah, that's why if like the three, like if whatever took Jody also takes me and Brady, we've got Angel here to kill you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At least I know.
No, don't get
I'm
the
getting
no.
my-
No,
I'm getting-
we've
I'm-
established it. We don't need to establish
This
more
weekend,
gun.
I'm gonna get my will redone. So
Like
to
your,
make
your
sure
sister
that
pulled one of those out from her kidney. It's like what the fuck? Like what the fuck was going on?
I think it bounced off the wall.
Real talk, ricochets on any Nerf gun that is powered by an engine are weird and ridiculous, and you'll find them in places that they could not have physically gotten to, yet there they are.
She's over there. I shot her.
She has shot in the complete opposite direction. The same bullets that took out Kennedy are used in Nerf guns. I mean, it's just the way it is.
So you're
Ugh.
saying, nah, I'm not making that comparison. Never mind.
What?
Huh? Nothing.
Okay,
Breath of the Wild is good.
Ethan, tell everybody about Fearology.
Oh, Theology. The man that is no longer with us as of right now.
Jesus Christ.
In the arms of the angel. girls.
JL.
I know that when Jody, if God forbid, but the day Jody passes, I know he's going to want to be serenaded with "Arms of the Angel" by Sarah McLachlan.
Oh yeah, he talks about that all the time.
Yeah, like,
he
he's-
literally won't shut up
like
about it.
he takes a drag out
We're
a
like,
cigarette and
God
talks talking
damn,
about
we
Sarah
know,
McLachlan.
we know that we have to contact Sarah McLachlan in the
Yeah.
event of your death.
We
You
have to
don't
te-
have to fucking keep telling us.
We have to tell her that Jody was actually a golden retriever that got run over by a
when
car.
those commercials come on when
Yeah.
we're watching wrestling, like he turns it up.
Yeah.
Like normally we stop
Yeah.
paying attention, but he's just like, I have to watch this.
Yeah.
shit.
Meanwhile, we have to talk about it so that we don't have to talk about Sarah McLachlan and all the maimed dogs she has.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jody, he has a podcast called Fearology, where he
That was a smooth transition.
Yeah, that was
A
smooth.
plus.
That was like smooth as crunchy peanut butter.
he talks about his own personal.
I'm sorry.
You good
His
there?
own. No, I'm not. I may
Okay.
be stroking.
Okay,
There's somebody call the echnalubna. That's what it says in the it says in the mirror.
Does it smell like toast?
Do you smell?
No, it smells
toast?
like wings. Wait,
Oh.
I've got wings here. Okay, I'm not
Okay, well-
stroking.
Okay, that makes sense.
There we
Okay,
go.
gotcha.
Okay, we're good.
That's a good sign.
Okay.
Yes.
So
One more time for Fearology.
Yeah, let's try this one more time.
Jody Kite, who is alive
In the
right now.
arms of the angel.
At the time of recording,
At the time of this recording, on
we're gonna feel like shit if he actually does.
11
Jody, more so than ever. Please don't die.
Yeah, please don't die.
Please,
Please
don't,
don't
die.
die.
Yeah.
Please don't die. Please don't
We
die.
don't want to feel bad about the jokes we're making.
Yeah.
Also, if you
I can't have that on my conscience. God
Wait,
damn it.
Wait, if he dies, isn't he selfishly the one because now
Yes.
he's made us feel bad for that?
Yeah, the fucking prick.
God damn it.
the other thing
Jesus.
is, if he dies, then we can't hear about his own personal recollections of horror movies and that he watches and reviews.
Smooth transition.
That was as smooth as crunchy peanut butter with vegetable oil
With
mixed
vegetable
in with
oil.
it.
There we go. Okay,
There we
cool.
go.
Yeah. He talks about horror
Trying to
movies.
do the math on that one.
Don't. It's really creepy.
So he's always talked about wanting to have special guests, which may or may not happen soon. We don't know. Maybe soon. Yeah, Fearology. Check him out. He's on all the good podcast sites.
There you go. Brady, take one.
Watch, listen, not watch, listen. Whiskey and Wrestling. Jason Holder, Michael Hill. They talk about wrestling probably nowadays in a negative connotation because wrestling is not great at the moment.
probably gotta
And
go back
then
to
they
their-
drink their sorrows away with a nice libation.
Yes. But they do it responsibly and they do
yes.
not drive.
Yeah. They wait till they're the buzz passes before they get into a vehicle.
There you go.
The anger that wells up from them from all the shit wrestling that's happening right now burns away all of the inebriation.
There you go.
And fuck, I don't know.
So if you're ever mad, if you're ever drunk, just put on wrestling, get mad, and you'll be sober in 10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll do it.
For legal reasons, don't do that.
Yeah.
If you feel you cannot drive, get a responsible
For
party. to take
non-legal
over.
reasons, do whatever, man. We're not your fucking mamas.
Well, definitely 5 of us in the room can't be mamas, and the other 2 don't want to be at this time, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Sid help. She's trying to replace me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that makes sense then. Okay, well, then my apologies for my assumption.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you know what happens when you assume.
Yeah. Angel, so we have some friends. Their names are Kevin Shelton and Jared Hubbard, and they have a podcast called Silence Your Cell Phones. Do a plug for them.
Oh, I heard. Okay. You go in your notification bar and silence your phone. Okay, bye. There you go.
There you go, Kevin, Jared.
Top notch. Top notch.
Uh-huh.
That's just
we're-
slightly below Ethan's.
The check better clear this week. I don't know. Fuck, whatever. The completed podcast.
I'm the
brought to-
one who's supposed to do the half-assed.
Yeah,
the
no, we
half-assed
found someone
plug.
who
You've
could.
been usurped.
We found someone who could do a
Quarter-ass,
plug.
Jesus Christ, I
it
didn't
was
know that
great.
was possible.
Eighth S is possible. The completed podcast.
Have you learned this power?
You
Some say there is the no ass.
Oh, geez, we've heard tells.
I'm trying
So
to
the
think of
completed
the no ass completed podcast. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all aren't no ass. You're 100% completed.
You have all the ass.
You can have all the
the
ass.
ass.
All the ass. Christopher Vega, Brandon Scott Tenner, actual professional Magic player.
Just
Cameron
swimming in
Spanier,
magic hose.
the God Emperor of Gaming at Macnard Gaming in Goshen, Mississippi, and all the guys from Team Metaphor. They're the Metaphor.
Team Metaphor.
Team Metamorph come Metaphorth. Anyway, but no, they talk about the Magic the Gathering, the scene, what would be the meta? Thank you. I couldn't think of the word there. And also just their road stories from traveling to events and such.
Don't go to Outback Steakhouse.
Don't go to Outback. No, it's specific Outback Steakhouse. It's not like they had multiple Outback Steakhouses trying to kill them.
If you want to know which Outback Steakhouse to avoid, listen to a podcast.
Listen to the completed podcast.
I'm usually disappointed when my kids say, "Hey, we want to go to Outback Steakhouse." I'm like, fine, fuck.
Are you that anti-bloomin' onion?
No, it's just.
Is it just me, or
Outback Steakhouse is just overrated.
has the bloomin' onion gotten smaller in yours?
I don't eat onions, so
It has gotten small. Derek Anderson confirmed.
So most food things have gotten smaller.
If you like small onions, Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
If you don't like small onions,
If you
don't
like
go to Outback Steakhouse.
Australian atmosphere that was created by two dudes from Canada,
Yeah.
Outback Steakhouse.
Wait, it's Australian by way of Canada.
They're not Australian. I was just saying Canada because of the joke, but they're not. They're 100% not Australian.
I thought I was the only person that threw Canada under the bus for jokes. Jesus Christ. The hell?
I had to, if the joke fits,
Yeah.
I will do it.
April Dugan, and that's all I'm going to do for that
Okay.
because I destroyed my voice last week doing that.
Yeah.
But with Apes Place on Twitch, where she plays horror games alongside her friend and fellow Twitch streamer Umbra Voss,
And
otherwise
they do it
known
in
as
Scottish accents.
all the time. They're always
in a
Scottish.
tribute to the Shrek movie.
Yes, and they also wear kilts, but not where kilts are supposed to be worn, on the ankles, not around the ankles. They have a kilt for each ankle, and
Sure.
yeah, and then they wear regular pants.
Yeah. Let's lean into it.
Don't know how to. They have to lean into it. They have fucking kilts on their ankles, not around their ankles, on them. They staple them there.
Now, you might be asking, can I see these ankle kilts during the stream? And the answer to that question is maybe.
You have to go to the stream, give them a follow, subscribe several times, give a tier 3 sub, and they will eat a Subway sandwich. That's
Sure.
There you go.
Yes.
An entire one.
Kevin Gallo, aka Ron and Rooster on Twitch, and Kevin Gallo on YouTube. We're currently on a hiatus due to some Tuesday commitments, but he's actually doing rock climbing on the Just Chatting subject. So when he's going to several gyms with rock climbing ability, I believe in the greater Houston area, and just rock climbing, which is pretty cool. I think it's a cool way to see into the life of another human being, to see how many rocks they can climb. So that's pretty cool. But when they get back on it on Tuesdays, they usually have some of the finest RPG experiences that you can have, whether it is the dark future of Cyberpunk Red or the fun non-Nuzlocke challenge of the Pokeroll, the unofficial Pokemon role-playing game. Do we have any other plugs?
Like if I know.
We have Mechanop Gaming in Goshen, Mississippi.
Yep.
If you want Magic and shit, and Pokemon and shit, board games and shit, and
Do you want shit?
Yeah.
and just
Macnar
shit.
Gaming in Goshen, Mississippi.
They have toilets.
They have toilets.
and shit.
And no, the toilets, you shouldn't have any shit afterwards. And so their toilets work.
Well, I mean,
that
some
should
of-
be the type. Macnarb Gaming, our
Some of
toilets
the people
work.
who come here. Yeah.
Because some gaming stores, they don't. We're not going to name those
No,
because I don't
yeah.
want to get shit sued. I know which one don't clear y'all's voices anymore. You're saying several words that could get us sued.
Yes.
They won't sue y'all because
Other
they don't know who
places
you
will
are.
just call you slurs while you're there.
Yeah. No comment. No comment.
One place that won't is Mechanop
Wait,
Gaming.
just in case.
We're
Just in
pretty
case.
sure that you won't get called a slur if you walk in the back.
You will 100% not be called a slur.
I didn't want to say 100% because what if somebody comes in and gets called a slur? Then I look like an asshole. You're going to have to cut this, aren't you?
I'm going to have to, but I still may keep it in.
Mechanop Gaming.
Magnar Gaming, we will not call you a slur.
Owned solely
Asterisk? What the fuck?
Owned solely by Cameron Spaniard.
The God Emperor of gaming
Yeah.
at MacNerd Gaming in
Yes.
Goshen, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And only Cameron.
Only one. No one else.
No one else.
Real talk. Greg went in for some, I believe, shoulder surgery.
Oh.
Hope,
Yes.
hope you're recovering well, sir. And we hope to see you back.
Yeah, you
in
got
the
to
shop
take
soon.
it easy on the jerking it off.
No, he won't. Or
Yeah, he's
maybe he
getting
will.
He's getting a
I don't know.
bionic shoulder so he can
Oh,
jerk
shit.
even more.
Robo jerking.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Speaking of jerking, how's the jerky coming along, Ethan?
Planning on making some more soon.
There you go.
Planning on making some more soon.
Are you changing the recipe?
Attempting to.
Yeah. By the way, Breath of the Wild is going good for you.
Breath of the Wild is good, yes.
I got a bag of jerky from Walmart. It was Korean barbecue. It's pretty
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's like pork jerky.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. There you
Well,
go.
a friend of mine said I should try to make bacon jerky.
You
I've
kind of
heard good
did with
things
that
about
second
bacon
batch,
jerky.
and not so much with bacon, but you had cut it so thin that it had like that crispiness
Yeah.
of bacon to it, which I kind of dug that. It was
Yeah.
good. Well, there you go. All right, so next week, hopefully, we will finish
The conclusion.
of Dungeons & Dragons 5th Ed, powered by Ethan Skinner. And then after that, in honor of Jody's recovery, the next episode of that will be The Phantom of the Paradise.
I don't know what to expect with it. I've never seen it.
I expect phantoms
And a paradise?
and paradise of, and most
Maybe.
importantly, the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. There you go. So once more around the table, my name is James McCarthy.
My name is Ethan Skinner.
I am Brady Davis.
Thanks for stopping by and enjoying the ride, guys. Have a good one.
Yeah, we don't
Bye.
remember all the stuff that Jody says, so I'm sorry, guys.
Be more nerd.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what he said.
50. I'm 50.